Kluane Wilderness Lodge is located on Wellesley Lake in Canada's Yukon and is considered one of the finest fishing lodges in the world. Brian Dack, who's the owner of Kluane, invited us up for a week of spectacular fishing and relaxation. We heard that Wellesley Lake was full of record-sized whitefish, lake trout, and pike, and could hardly wait to wet our lines. We fished for all three species, but today our focus would be on big lakers. And that's today, as we take you sport fishing on the fly.
Oh, he's peeling. He's going way out there. Oh, man. Wow, boy.
Well, I want to see the size of this guy.
Oh, gee. How long have we been fighting him for?
For a while, yeah.
Oh, man.
Oh, look where he is again. He's way out there again.
Oh, and he's a nice fish. Yeah, I think he's a real nice laker.
Oh, what a great way to start things off, too.
Oh, man.
Start off a show with a nice fish. And you know what the thing is with the fish here, how colorful they're. Wait till you get a chance to get a real good look at them. Underwater here, they look awesome. They got so much color. They got color on the fins, more orange in the fins than I think I've seen.
You know, we noticed two different types of lake trout in here. I mean, they're the same lake trout, but we noticed some are real bright, some are real colored up. Maybe they're the males, and then the lighter ones. Yeah. Or maybe vice versa, but man, oh man. Oh, look at that. That is a dandy.
Yeah, beauty.
How will you hold my rod, actually? When I hold this guy up. These are tough fish to fin.
Well, you know why?
But you can't.
Because they get so big.
Oh, gee. Look at that. Yeah, they really remind me of a char. They're beautiful fish. Let's put them back in. Take the Chironomid out of his mouth. Again, we're barbless hooks.
Yeah, all Yukon.
Yeah, anywhere it's barbless. Make sure the line's all clear, which it is. And we'll release him. Oh, he wants to go anyways. He wants to go. There he goes.
So, what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a little bit more chironomiding. Then we're gonna head out a little bit, maybe put some streamers on.
And streamer fishing can be very exciting here. You put on a type 6. We're gonna have a type 6 line. You go down to about 30 feet, 25 feet, and you got the chance for the 40 and 50 pound lake trout on an 8-weight rod. So we're gonna show you a little bit of that later. Yeah. Should be real exciting.
Excellent. Don't go away. We'll be right back with more from Wellesley Lake. You know, one of the neat things about being up here, though, is when you fly in, like, there's no way out until the plane comes back to get you 6 days later or 7 days later. You get 6 full days of fishing. So you get an opportunity to fish it for 6 days. We started out on the shoal. We're fishing the chironomids on the shoal. We knew the whitefish were there. The lake trout were there right off the edge of the shoal in about 6 to 8 feet of water. And what's happened now, it's another day later, and they've actually moved out. They're actually in 13 feet of water now, and it took a while to locate them.
Oh, now that is a beautiful laker. That's got to be...
Oh, yeah, he's up there.
That's up there. Look at the back on him. That is a nice fish. Oh, look at that. Oh, man.
Wow.
Isn't that a beauty? Look at how thick they are. That is a healthy... That's weighing some pounds, that one there.
You bet.
There's a chironomid. I'll just let you take it out. It's all barbless. There it goes. Yeah. Look at that. Look at how fat a fish they are. Look at the pretty colors. They got the nice white fins. Oh, wow.
Yeah, lots of orange on.
Oh,
yeah. You're going to put your back out and lean it over.
I mean, they're just so fat. I mean, he's going to go right away. What a fight. Oh, there he goes. Look at that. It looks like a missile taking off. Boop, boop, boop.
You know what's funny? Is I've had this fly on. We got one fly that's like this in the box. I had this on for about 3 casts. I had just taken it off, and you went in the box and put it on. Your first cast, you plugged the fish. I'm serious.
You gotta be kidding me.
Yeah, isn't that funny?
It is funny.
Yeah.
So a lot of times, I mean, there's so many chironomids hatching out here. I don't think it really matters what you put on. There's every size and color. It's just a matter of when the fish is cruising through. Earlier on, we had them all stacked on the shoal, and there's like hundreds of fish moving. Out here, it's a little more dispersed right now.
You have to have patience, I guess that's what you're trying to say.
A lot of patience, exactly. And plus, we want to show everybody how to cast the wet line. or the sink tip lines with the streamers a little later. That's another great way to key, especially just on the lake trout. Because a lot of times with chironomid, you're going to get a lot of the whitefish in the lake.
Right.
Which is a lot of fun too.
Yeah. Yeah, we've caught a lot of whitefish now, but...
And then we can go after the big kahunas.
Yeah, we'll go to the real deep water where the real big fish are.
Big fly, yeah, it should be a lot of fun. But hey, this is good.
There you go.
That was a nice fish. Yeah, thanks for assistance.
Anytime. Well, you know, if you're going to come here and do some chironomid fishing, actually you're going to come here and you're going to have to get chironomid fish because it's a blast. You're going to want to do it for the whitefish. You're going to want an assortment, but bigger. I went to a size 12 again. And
12 is as small as you need.
Yeah. And have a variety of colors. The chromie, the one we did on the whitefish show, is a good one to have. Black. This one here is gold.
Yeah.
Gold with red, so anything big.
Like we said earlier, I don't think it really matters what color.
Oh, I gotta be able to see this fish. I think he's good.
Oh, yeah.
It's nice, you know, when you gain a little bit and you have to give it back to him right away.
Yeah, that's the neat thing about lake trout, though, is they'll dig for the bottom. They'll do the circles and they'll dig right back down. Whatever you make up on them, they go right to the bottom.
Well, we're hoping when we get into the streamers, we use the big streamers, and we're going to have a chance to go after some fish that are, you know, 20, 25, 30 pounds.
I can't wait. Oh, here, I'll hold your rod.
Okay.
You can do the honors thing. So you can hold up your fishy. The nice thing about these lake trout too is they do stay nice and docile. Oh, nice fish.
Yeah.
Look at the pretty colors on this one.
Yeah.
Look at how red and orange those are. The white lines. Oh,
spectacular,
beautiful fish.
The colors are just incredible.
Amazing. Healthy fish. What a blast too, eh?
Oh yeah. Oh, what a great fight. Back in the water here, a little revival.
Yeah, you have to go usually really quick. There he goes, right like to the bottom. Whoop, whoop, as he sounds.
Wow.
Good fish.
You know, I think that pretty well does it for the chironomid part of what we're trying to do here today.
Yep.
To show you guys the chironomiding. We need to get the streamers out now.
Yeah, but you know what? It's getting a little late. I'm gonna go in, have a cocktail, and take it easy.
Oh, that's the best part of being here. We got 6 days.
Yeah, which is really nice.
Yeah.
So when we come back, we're gonna get into a bit of streamers.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Baby blue comes through. Well, we're back, and you know, it seems like every day that we've been here, the weather's been different. You can tell by the rocking of the boat what we're up against today. 11 miles long this lake is. The winds are blowing directly out of the southwest right at us, and of course we're getting some pretty big waves. So I thought, well, hey, this is a perfect opportunity to get the streamers out and see if we can catch some of the lakers on streamers. Now, the very first night we were out here, before we did any filming at all, we came out and fished, and this is the spot we fished in, and it's about 10 feet of water, and it was same kind of weather like this. The wind was coming up out of the southwest, we're getting the big waves and everything, and we got into a lot of fish. We thought, well, hey, let's go right back there. You know, we have that little bit of local knowledge to deal with. And there's a nice little laker. We've been out doing in the deeper water with the long blue. We got big blue, we call them. And we've been out in the deeper water trying to get some of the big, because they get big here, you know, up to 50 pounds. We're thinking we might get one 20 pounds or so on the fly rod, on the cast fly. So we thought, well, hey, why don't we try something a little bit smaller? And that's exactly what we've done. I'll show you when we get this guy in here. I think he's ready. Fly's clear. There's the fish. Back in. Usually don't take much revival, which is good because, there he goes. The water has cooled right off, and it's another interesting point with the water here. First night we were out, it was 48 degrees. We thought, and this was like a day after ice off. Well, it's actually cooled down to 42. It's actually turning over, and a lot of cold water's coming up to the top, and it has got really cold. We're trying to get into the bays where it warms up so we can get some pike. But right now, for the rest of today, I think with this good chop on the water, we're going to be on the streamers here. Get the fly out here for you. So we can take a look at this guy here. We call him Baby Blue. And that's just, seems to work pretty good.
Well, like Grant was saying earlier, this is the ideal conditions for streamer fishing. Oh, this one's nice too. You get the nice little, you get a nice riffle on the water. And whenever you get that nice riffle on the water, it's It's also good for chironomiding, but this is a little more choppy. It's actually what we consider a chop. It's kind of some waves floating in, and the fish get real comfortable and they'll slide right into the shallows because they do have the cover of the chop. And if you start running a few streamers right in, 10 to 15 feet of water, you can hook up some real nice lake trout. And this one, oh man, does he have brilliant colors. Oh, big and orange. Oh, and then he goes. Oh. So we're briefly going to run through the recommended setup as this fish is sounding. Oh, what a fight. I've got a 5-weight rod. You can grant using 5 and 6 weights, probably recommended. I've got a type 4 full sinking line, and Grant actually has on a type 3 sink tip, which is getting down real nice. Both of them work really well. This one's more to cover the very bottom zone. Grant's is more, kind of gives it that jigging action. Your floating line stays on top, sink tip goes down, and it actually helps jig the fly. So both are really good, full sinks and sink tips. And we're only using about 6 feet of leader. Again, we've got 6-pound test on, fluorocarbon, which is ideal. And again, the most important thing, the fly. Grant showed you earlier. Real nice big streamer patterns. Seems like blue is really effective. We have some polar bear hair. We have some blue flashabou on the fly, a little bit of green crystal flash, some ice chenille for the body. Real nice fly. All right, let's show everybody this guy here. There he is there. Isn't that a beauty? Look at that.
Awesome.
Gorgeous fish. Look at the colors. They're just beautiful colors. Bright red fins. Look at the flies just hanging, looking right at you. Look at the big yaps these things have. I'm going to set them back in. Unhook the fly. It's clear. Give everybody another brief look at him. There he is there. Real nice, pretty fish.
They're gorgeous here.
They are. Get back in. Whew, and that water's cold. They want to go right away. Hi everyone, and welcome to the bench. Well, today I'm going to tie you up the PMS. Now, I developed this fly when I was up at Kluane to target those big lakers. Make sure you have these materials ready before you tie the fly. For the hook, we're going to use a Mustad C70 SD size 3/0. We'll use some UTC 140 black thread to tie with, some medium white dumbbell eyes as the eyes. For the body, we'll use some white rabbit zonker strips, some white polar bear hair for the underwing, some green crystal flash for the midwing, and for the overwing, some dark blue flashabou. The first step to the fly is to take your black thread and tie it onto the hook. Give yourself a nice little base, and then we're going to take our white dumbbell eyes and tie them in. Now we're going to take our black thread and wind it over the hook just to form a nice base layer so that our rabbit, when it goes on, won't slide on the hook. Now we'll take a strip of our white rabbit and we're going to tie it in at the back of the hook. And then we'll bring this white rabbit forward to form the body. And when you bring the rabbit forward, make sure that you just overlap enough to fill in the body. And this white rabbit will puff out a lot, but that's fine. When it gets in the water, it'll flatten out quite nicely. Now take some white polar bear hair and make sure the polar bear is quite long. Make it as long as you possibly can. And we're going to tie it in just over the white rabbit body we just put in, and that's going to be the underwing. We'll take 6 strands of our crystal flash, green crystal flash, and use it to put in as a midwing. And again, we'll just tie this in over the polar bear hair we just put in. And when you cut the green crystal flash, make sure that it's all cut erratic. Don't cut it evenly. Cut a few pieces a certain length and a few shorter, just so it gives it a real good underwing look. I've now taken quite a large piece of my blue flashabou, and we're going to tie this in as the overwing. And again, with the blue flashabou, make sure that it's tied into the length of the overwing. The last step to the fly now is to fill in the head, and all I do is wrap up the black thread and just fill in around the eyes and up the front of the hook. And the nice thing is too, you can also add some peacock herl if you like, just to cover some of this thread, but I found that the black thread works just fine. And there you have it, the finished PMS. You know, this fly is not just a great lake trout pattern, it also is very effective for big bull trout.
All right, we're gonna show you the stripping techniques we're using. There's a couple that seem to be working a little bit better than others, but first and most importantly is let your fly get down. We're in about 12 feet of water right now. I haven't counted 8 to 10 to let that fly get down. I got a type 3 sink tip line on. What I've had the most luck with has been the slower pulls. 3 to 4 inch pulls, let it sit. A couple 3 to 4 inch pulls, make it a little more erratic, let it sit. And I'm finding the fish are picking it up when I've been letting it sit. When I pull again, I feel the weight of the fish, so not real aggressive takes. The other one that we've been using is just a little bit longer and faster. But again, make sure you give it that opportunity to sit, give it longer, faster strips. In fact, Don's had one when he was reeling in, so that kind of speed was going pretty good, and he was able to pick up the fish. Key is make sure you let the fly get down and give it an opportunity to sit so the fish can pick it up. Right on.
I got the big kahuna finally.
Fine. Oh, yeah.
This one is big. He's got to be 20 pounds plus. He's big.
Oh, he's huge.
He's huge. Oh, man. Look at that baby. Look at that stuff. On the cast line. Look at that.
Yeah, these guys get a good picture of it.
Look at how fast that is. I'm going to have to hold that baby up. That's a missile. Look at that rocket launcher.
That's a torpedo, never mind. In the water like that, holy.
Oh, man. Oh, now that's a total. Look at that. Look at the fly. Look at that fly. Just sitting right there.
Excellent. Okay, see the other way now.
Beauty. Look at that. Oh, man. Is that a toad or what? Look at how fast.
I'm going to come in closer.
Look at how big his back is. Look at that fish.
Wow, look at the mouth on him. That guy's high teens for sure.
Yeah, that's a high teener. Look at how fat he is. Is that a big fish? That is just a baby. Well, let's get him revived. The sub's going to want to go. Want to make sure he gets a lot of air and wind, water in the gills there. There he goes.
Way to go, Don.
Back to the bottom.
Right on, buddy.
Yeah, yeah, the big patuna. Excellent. Oh man, was that a hoot. Right there. And you know what, Pete? That's our PMS special. Peter Morrison Streamer, the little chubby.
Little fatty.
That's what we got him on. Unbelievable, that was awesome. Wow. Oh,
So
okay.
on the PMS.
Now, the one we tied on the bench.
Whitehorse Streamer.
There he is there, I'll let you unhook him.
Gotcha.
He's not a big, not huge, but look at how beautiful that fish is. Especially when you get him in that nice deep water, and there's a lot bigger ones down there. And there he goes.
Wow. Unbelievable. What a great place to come.
Unbelievable. What an awesome day. You know, whenever you go for lake trout like that, it makes it a real nice day.
Well, we showed, actually in all the different shows we did here, we showed the pike and how to fish it. We showed the lake whitefish, which are huge here. And same with the lake trout.
And I got pounded in the competition, as always.
But it is a great place to come. Check out the website because we'll have more information there about coming up here to this Kluane Wilderness Resort, Wellesley Lake. Just a phenomenal place.
Yukon, sun never goes down. You come up here in June, 24 hours of light.
Yeah, unreal. If we get a chance though, make sure you take care.
And conserve the waters. Got a great fishery out here, Wellesley Lake.
Very special.
Yeah.
See you next time.
When we take sport fishing on the fly.
Hey.